Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice-Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Utes will put total leather and will get started. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Looking to move it through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, look out, there he goes. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Texas!
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for a big play right off the bat. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to throw. It's rising. Looking left. Makes the grab. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. Makes his connection.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch and coming up with a big play.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Let's go! Using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Baxter. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going over the top. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
Working that left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Parks. The Utes get enough for the 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's complete. Touchdown, Utah! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. Go out, you got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Scanning the field, it's Ewers. Going up top. intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He's looking for an open man on second down. Unleashes it. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown Longhorns! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Offense coming onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to pull a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 14, Utah 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air. It's rising. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got it in the middle. It's Keefe. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
From the gun. Feeling some heat. Under heat, he gets rid of it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Now it's second and goal. He's looking to throw. This one's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Pocket starts to collapse. They're setting up the screen. Touchdown, Utes! What a catch and run for 6. Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
Looking to pass. It's rising. Starting to feel a little pressure. And that pass picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Pulls it in. It's Baxter. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Coming after it. He's right on target. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Hey, quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Now on 2nd down. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Hit as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right.
He's off to the races. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Utah!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They're trying to get to it. Escapes. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Ewers. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He wants to go deep. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Looking for room at the 40. And he's running in the open. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Utes! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Manning. Zings it complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to go up top on first down. He lets it fly. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Utah 28, Texas 14.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He wants to throw. Going for it all. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you've got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then you throw a pick right away. Man, that is a gut punch.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Unleashes one. Makes a connection. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. Trying to find his man on first down. Lets it fly. Finds a man by himself.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow...
And the ball is picked off, bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking for space. It's Bernard. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
To throw, it's Rising. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Texas!
And we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception in 6 points.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll call for the fair catch here. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
First down here for the offense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Looking to pass on second down. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the tight end. And his fifth interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's Baxter. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch. It's Baxter.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them and try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
On third down, he drops the throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And it's right down the boulevard. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Back to the ground game on the left. Trucks through the defender. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
It's caught downfield. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Fires to the big fella. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Fair catch called for and made. End of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Rose. It's complete to the left. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
Texas 31, Utah 28.
First down to start the drive after the break. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Snagged in the middle. It's McClain. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through some pressure.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Firing to the right, complete. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Utah! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
2nd down coming up. To the air, it's Manning. Got his man on the right. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
He'll take the deep shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
The aerial assault continues. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. A shot for the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you...
Looking for the end zone. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Looking for more room. At the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll start this drive firing. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Pulls and fired complete. For 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11 replay scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Trying to get to him. Right on target this time. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown, and how about this? It's not over yet. They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Looking to throw, it's Manning. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
Right back to the well. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Looking for a crease. It's Bernard. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Running to the left. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.